Knives Out is written and directed by Rian Johnson, and it has an all-star cast of Daniel Craig, LaKeith Stanfield, Michael Shannon, Chris Evans, Toni Collette, Jamie Lee Curtis, Don Johnson, and I'm probably forgetting a bunch in there as well, but certainly the star of the show is Ana de Armas, who is the heart and soul of the film, for lack of a better word. It is a slick Agatha Christie-style whodunit mystery that centers around the mysterious suicide of the patriarchal figure of the Thrombey family, a very famous, wealthy, and eccentric novelist played by Christopher Plummer, who was found dead having slit his throat the morning after his 85th birthday. But the famous private detective Benoit Blanc is on the case, having been hired by an anonymous source to investigate whether there has been any foul play. Now, what you want from this kind of film is a group of great actors acting as ensemble characters, as these very eccentric characters with sharp dialogue and twists and turns, setups and payoffs, revelations that seem both probable within the context of the film, but also a little ludicrous because hell, that's part of the fun. And all of that is certainly present in Knives Out, and it makes for just a very entertaining night out at the movies. It is an extremely well-crafted, well-acted, well-directed, well-written, adult, mainstream studio film, the kind that really doesn't get made anymore, and it's no surprise that there is a thirst for this kind of content because it did some very good numbers over the Thanksgiving weekend. But what certainly elevates the film is how it is draped in socio-political commentary. And considering this is Johnson's follow-up to The Last Jedi, that was the target of just a ludicrous amount of disgusting, gross, alt-right, anti-diversity online trolling, it's hard not to view the film as a giant fuck you to those people. And I'm all for it. What is art if not telling people that they're wrong and that they should go fuck themselves? Now from here on, I'm going to get into some pretty major spoilers, so I would suggest that if you have any interest in watching the film, you go and do so and then you can come back. And if you want to stick around and listen to what I have to say, then please, I hope that you have seen the film. Obviously, the big takeaway from the film is that it acts as this very overt allegory for the anti-immigrant sentiment and the sort of great replacement conspiracy theory that you see floating around certain online alt-right channels. Christopher Plummer is presented as this founding father of this literary empire. He is the embodiment of the American dream. He came from nothing and went on to achieve tremendous wealth and success. And he befriends his nurse, who is from an immigrant family and is of the working class. But in her, he sees a lot of the qualities that he's not seeing within his family. A work ethic, but more importantly, a kindness and a goodness, all of which is desperately lacking within his offspring. For as much as they like to present themselves as open-minded and tolerant and kind, they shift as soon as they feel threatened by someone from the outside and immediately show their ugliness, their vileness, and their cheating nature. The film is essentially about self-entitled, lazy, privileged white America that feels that it deserves to be on top, and the people that are at the bottom are there because they haven't worked hard enough to deserve anything more. Something that is obviously antithetical from the truth, considering they come from inherited wealth and have never really worked a day in their life and probably couldn't cut it in the real world. That even allowing these people into their homes, that welcoming them, even if it's in a position of subservience, is already a tremendous gift that these immigrants should be extraordinarily grateful for. Paradoxically, despite being very critical of current-day America, it is also a profoundly American film in that people that are of good character, people that act morally, find themselves rewarded in the end, whereas the morally corrupt are punished in a way that's almost Frank Capra-esque. And that makes for a crowd pleaser, hell of a cathartic ending, and really the last shot of the film is just beautiful. But then you leave the film and you think about it for a little while and you think to yourself, man, life really just isn't as moral as the movies, and unfortunately, we're all fucked. So as always, thanks very much for watching the video. Please be sure to hit the like button if you like the review, subscribe if you're new, and until next time, see ya.